your wound is bothering you, don't let me stop you from leaving. True. I wouldn't dare stop you, even in your condition. Oh, sure. It hasn't even been 2 weeks since the combat trial. Be as stubborn as you want. I see through your no condition. I'm not saying you're fragile. I know you're not. But you're mortal like everyone else. And sometimes I feel like you forget that. It bothers me that you're not looking after yourself. You didn't even notice your wound tear during the fight. Brelvik assured me it wasn't infected. And he said he was checking up on you every day. So I was pleased to hear that you were at least resting. Oh, my mother wanted him to see me. There's a part of my back that's still bruised, and she was concerned, so that's why I saw him. And while I was there, I asked about you. Because you never give me a straight answer, and I know he will be honest. He has no reason to lie. Well, you've already lied, haven't you? What with your no condition and your slower pace? No, I don't have anywhere to be. Right here is ideal for this kind of evening. Even if the company is... you? No, I'm joking. Well, these past 4 months reminded me of how much I both loathed and desired your company. We've been through a lot, haven't we? I know. I feel the same. Everything has happened so quickly, but it feels like an age has gone by. We've completed 3 trials, and we traveled to the Elkor Mountains to receive Shiketi's blessing. I don't know if that counts as one, but I know that I'm not the same person as I was. It's been strange, these trials. Knowledge, politics, strength. From a distant perspective, I thought I was good at all of them. I didn't think that I would need them for something like this. To compete against you for a power that I don't even want. I've never wanted it. But duty forces me to fight. And against you, I've had to fight hard. Oh, really? We're going there, are we? Fine. I might have not fought when the Spindling attacked, but I still stand by my thoughts of getting to the carriage and fleeing. You were the one who wanted to fight it. Still, my urgency to follow the sound almost got you killed. I know you agreed to it, but it doesn't subtract from what you have to live with now. I wish you weren't forced to fight it, but you fought well. Better than I could have. A true protector. I didn't throw the trial. I knew you would win anyway. Well, yes, that would have been the easiest way for me to win, but I'm not going to stoop that low. I couldn't hit your wound. I don't believe in those tactics. Foul play, that's what. And even if I did, who knows what damage that could have done? Why would I cause pain to a wound I helped heal? Well, at least I had your trust. I suppose you do know me a little, don't you? Is that all I am to you? An opponent? You wound me, my Iris. Well, you definitely did during the trial. I'm still sore. Really? You think I've fought well? It's rare for you to compliment me, but thank you. Somewhere during the middle, I thought I had a chance. But I'm content with knowing that I was able to at least put pressure on you. I could tell Halamar was pleased with your training. I know he's supposed to be unbiased, but he was proud of you. I saw. I knew from the beginning that if ever trials involved people who taught you, who watched you grow up, naturally they would want you to win. to make sure their teachings weren't for nothing. They could witness the results of their work, and if you win, it uplifts them. It proves they were the teacher you needed. It doesn't matter who taught me. They weren't in the same league as Halimar. Nowhere close. But I can say that I tried my best, given the circumstances. There's little use ruminating on what I was blessed to receive in life. Besides, we had different upbringings, and yet we've known each other since Astron. And I'm still here, in these gardens, walking beside the iris of Cerula. And what is there not to like, other than the situation that brought us here? But I suppose I have my mother to thank. If not for her challenge, you would be the eminence. We would have all sworn to you, all the noble houses. And I'd return to what I was doing before, traveling outside of Eriand. I do miss it a little, but the events I've experienced with you do not compare. And even though the journey to the realm is still in Eriand, I will remember that for the rest of my life. I would not have been honored with such a visit if not for the contention. I would not have seen the skeleton of a god. To feel a small part of something much greater. It changed me, I think. Yes, I think we're both different after that. I think for the better, too. I don't know how that would translate for the trials, though. Have you heard anything since the fight? Anything from your mother? Neither have I. It's too quiet. It feels like the country is holding its breath. The silence is... it's unnerving. The Sile Exalter as well. Preparation I can do something with. Occupy myself. But the waiting gives rise to doubt. And I'd rather not listen to it. Your voice is much more pleasant to listen to. And a nice distraction. Yes, even if you speak ill of me. Because at least it will sound charming. Like sweet poison. That's when I know you're yourself. Oh? If I am too, then you mean to say I also sound charming. No, I'm almost relieved to be able to talk with you. And that you listen more than you did before. And truth be told, I've never been so unsure about my prowess in all my life. Nothing compares to this. All I can do is hope, though I don't even know what I'm hoping for. Really? And what makes you think you're in a similar position? Iris, you can tell me. I have never exposed any of your secrets. They are forever sealed in me. What about your mother's health? What? She is? Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know. If she is losing her memory, then I wonder if that's the reason she wanted the ascension so soon. I assume she's getting treated for it? Well, to my knowledge, Liseti Dalai is leading in medicine, and Brelvik is wise. He is the chief curer. I'm sure he will do everything in his power for her. And I will hope with you. If her memory is fading, tomorrow may be difficult for her. I assume she'll visit your brother. What are you doing tomorrow for Eva's day? No reason. I expect tomorrow to be a beautiful day. And I have nothing else to do. I was wondering if you wanted to, I don't know, have some wine with me or something. I don't mind where. Could be in the gardens Or maybe your balcony with the better view. It's not just about drinking wine. Since the realm, I haven't had much. No, I think it would be like old times. The ninth isn't just about love and loving those in death. It's also for reminiscing, so... Ah, of course. It was just an idea. If you celebrated it every year with your mother, then there's no reason for you to break tradition now. I understand. My mother has her own tradition. She joins my father on his boat, and they fish together the whole day. On occasion, I join them, but for them, Eva's love is highlighting the sacred bond they have together. And I love that. Even when she was looked down on for choosing a fisher as a partner, she didn't care. I don't want them to hold back on their love if I'm around, so I tend to not disturb them. I know it means a lot to my father when they go fishing together. What about your father? You miss him. Is he returning anytime soon? He's been out of the country for quite some time, hasn't he? Ah, that's a good idea. Him returning might help your mother. And it won't jeopardize what he's doing? I see. Yes, classing it as an emergency should allow him to return quicker. I celebrate it with whoever's available. Some years it is friends. Others it's a lover. It depends. This year, as long as the ones I love have their health and love, that's all that matters. Perhaps I can use tomorrow for some self-love. I might go into the city and buy things that interest me. I will see. Do you want anything? I don't see why not. I'll be there, so might as well take advantage of it. Okay, that's fine. Well, I suppose I'll get going. I'll sleep early to leave early. I shall be as safe as I can be. I won't be encountering any spindlings, so you don't have to worry. Well, I likely won't see you tomorrow, so embrace Eva's love. Thank you. Sleep well, my Iris.
Come and light one for Lanson. I wish he were here. Every moment, I wish he were here. Do you know what pains me the most? I've forgotten his weight. The weight in my arms when I held him. I remember his full cheeks and his plump little arms. The little star birthmark he had on his left wrist. But I can't remember his weight, even when I held him for the last time. I know. It's been over 30 years, but you'd think I wouldn't forget something like that. I had his blanket cleaned a couple of days ago. He always used to suckle on this corner. That's why it's a different texture. You were the same with your own blanket, you know? Even if I gave it to you a different way, somehow you both always found that corner. You were very similar, but only for those couple of years. I lost him too quickly. And I'll never know who he could have been. All I have are his things, and my memories. And the latter is failing me. Soon, I'll have nothing. And I thank the gods every day that I have you, my love. You're the only thing I have left. the only one I can count on, and I know I put the pressure on you, but for us, we survive with pressure. We keep going and push through the noise. Everything depends on us. Your father chose what he wanted. He's been distracting himself for years building that damned armada. And I told him we didn't need it, but he was insistent on it ever since word came back from Oscawa about their new artillery or something. And every year he says it's close to being finished. And yet he's still in Thyton. And I understand. It's his home country. I know he feels his talent is wasted sitting in halls and looking pretty for the people. But I know the real reason. This place haunts him, that's why. Lanson's cries echo in here still, and he can't bear to listen. And he hides it behind not wanting to be trapped by me, so he can fulfill himself and build. He knew what it meant to be my consort, but he chose himself. He's not like us. He's an Ilves by title. He won't do what needs to be done, like you and me. The best thing he ever did was give me you and Lanson, and I've learned to live with that. I have no choice but to. I can't wait to continue my life until he returns. Even when he does for a week or two, it's not the same. You feel it at the dinners, don't you? I know he loves you, and I won't take that from him. A part of me wants to believe he loves me too, but I don't know anymore. What I do know is that this country needs us. I've tried my best throughout it all. I've tried my hardest, but I feel like everything I've done has been for nothing. I did doubt myself in the beginning when I first ruled. As the years have gone by, I've been more certain in my decisions. But nowadays, it's all unraveling. And I can't help but wonder. I wonder if Lanson were here, how different it all would have been. Everything. My life, your life, Lanson's. Perhaps even my father. There would have been no contention. No, the Atharlans wouldn't have contested because there would be no Atharlans. Nothing. Let's honor your brother and your grandfather. It doesn't matter whether or not I like them. My love, I don't want to talk about the Atharlans today of all days, okay? Why are you so adamant on wanting to know what happened between our families? And who told you there's more? Zaros. That boy. The incident was handled. I handled it. Can this not wait? Because I don't want your opinion of your grandfather to change. He's done so much for us. I wouldn't say he was merciless, but your grandfather, he had to make difficult decisions when he ruled. You must understand, as the Eminence, you're forced to make decisions knowing it will divide people. Sometimes what you choose is against your better judgment, but for the good of the realm, it needs to be done. And that's what defines rulers, what they decide despite themselves. Your grandfather, he made a grave mistake. His prejudices almost ruined the country, and because of that, a rebellion was at our throats. The mistake was executing Edele Atharlan, Zaros' grandmother. You haven't heard about it because he made sure it was never written. So I made sure we don't speak of it. It was all done privately. Your brother, He was very sick. He had a disease, and the curers had tried everything. All the remedies, all the medicines, but nothing was helping. They heard of a shaman that lived in the slums of Taryn Hill. Apparently, she was able to cure just about anything with a secret medicine she invented. So they visited her. She wanted to see Lanson, but they refused her. And before they left, they stole some of that medicine. They gave it to Lanson, and he died soon after. And they blamed Edele for it. My father ordered for her to be taken from her home, and she was charged with murder and treason. And he had her executed. It wasn't until after the curers did their evaluation on Lanson's death, they realized Edele's medicine helped him. He had a disease he would have died from anyway, but from what I was told, the medicine eased him along. They figured out what it was made from, and it was a potent herbal remedy mixed with rare and uncommon ingredients we wouldn't think of putting together. Of course, not enough to cure what Lanson had, but it wasn't the reason he died. My father was told this, but he didn't think it was wrong. He never apologized. It was done. And after Edele's death, the people had rallied behind the Atharlans. They were causing mayhem in the land and disruption, and when my father died, they praised his death. Before my ascension, I summoned Dariel, Zaros' uncle, and I made a deal with him, that if he could prevent the common people from rebelling, I would make his family the newest noble house and praise their curing and innovation in medicine. And he only approved if his family were given income to start a new life for him and Nira. Yes, he was true to his word. He quelled the uprising, and during my ascension, my first act as the Eminence was to appoint the Atharlan family as nobles. Yes, they still believe Edele was responsible, or had some hand in it. The nobles, anyway. I don't like the Atharlans because they have grown too comfortable in such a short time, not abiding by tradition, looking down on us as if they're better, and even worse, they challenge us at their first opportunity. What is clearing their name going to do now other than tarnish ours? I have tried to make up for my father's mistake. His decision haunts our family, and Nira wants to make sure it scars us. Zaros being here is that reminder. She wants her revenge, and this is how she's getting it. I won't let them take our power. Yes, it is! If they have too much, they'll change everything, and the other nobles will push back. There might even be another rebellion on our hands, only this time it'll involve the whole country. What? During the debate? You liked his ideas. I read the transcript and I heard Nira's voice through him. He is too idealistic. Things have worked well for a reason. No, they can change, but what he proposed is not viable. Your idea was much better. The public competitions, pulling all the citizens together for a public event that can also bring in tourism. It's excellent. What? That was Zaros's idea. Well, you did what you had to. You took initiative. I won't blame you for trying to secure your future. You didn't ruin Zaros's future. The weight of his inheritance is nothing compared to yours. He fights to take your future and your birthright, and I can't have that. He's trying his damnedest to win, isn't he? That's how I'm sure. He tried before and he failed. So Nira's trying again, and no one can do anything about it until the trials are over. Once people like them get a taste of power, they'll crave more and more. At Astron, getting close to you because of your position. I told you to be careful with him, but you let him fill your head with ideas that would have you forget yourself. Traveling, leaving the country, your duties. You were going to leave me. You almost did when you wanted to study in Argynfell. I had never heard of your ambitions to venture out of the country, and with him, no less. I knew he was the one who talked you into it. It might have been your idea, but he pushed for it, didn't he? To get closer to you and manipulate you. If you hadn't found that letter, who knows where you'd be? You wouldn't know what he had planned. How his only task was you, of course, given by his mother. Who knows how many times he reported back to her. You were lucky the cleaner dropped it. You told me that, didn't you? Well, I must have heard it. Somewhere. The cleaners must have told me. I'm not hiding anything more. I'm just looking out for you as I've always done. Can you blame me for that? Even if it was to protect you, you would still blame me? My love, please, don't leave. Okay, I won't lie. I pray the gods forgive me, but Eva knows how much I love you. I felt it. The same way I lost Lanson. I felt that you were slipping away, slowly. And I knew who was behind it, so I had someone forge the letter. But it was all for you. You needed to focus on ruling this country like you were born to do. Well, Lanson is dead, so you're all I have left. I was in so much pain that I didn't even know whether or not I could bear losing another child in any way. It took 8 years for your father to convince me to try again, and I am so happy that we did because we were given you. I had meaning again, and I vowed that I would never let anyone sway you or take you. Yes, even if it was built on a lie. I didn't know how else to do it. Astron's headmaster told me how close the two of you were, and I started getting worried that Nera was using Zaros. But then when you told me about traveling, the things you said about him, my worry turned to fear. And I had to do something. I know Nera pulled him out soon after. I had hoped she would, but I didn't think the matter would spread to everyone. I thought it would be contained. A part of me does regret it. But I'm not sorry that I did it. I'm sorry that I hurt you. My love, please, say something. Yes. Of course, I'll let you have time to yourself. I'll be here. Will you forgive me? Okay. Take your time. I love you.
Yes, I'm coming. I said before, my linens are clean. My Iris? What are you doing here? Come on in. What? You have your own bed. Have you been drinking? I'm drinking myself, so disapproving would make me a hypocrite. Why are you here? And I told you, you have your own bed. Shouldn't you be with your mother? You said you'd be spending the day with her. Oh, I thought it would be both day and night. Well, it's a pleasant surprise for you to want to take me up on my offer, though I wish I had some notice. I was reminiscing on the balcony, going through some artwork. No, you can't see. No, They were made years ago, and they're horrendous. My compositions are much better now, but I do like looking back on what I've done in the past to compare. See what caught my eye at the time? Sitting out there was perfect to let my mind wander. Everything that came to mind. On Eva's Day, whatever memory comes, I figure it must have some meaning. Perhaps something I've overlooked, or had forgotten, or have been unable to understand. And I let it fill my thoughts until another memory takes over. What has filled my thoughts the most is growth. Do you want one? Well, it's mainly how far I've come since I was a child. I wanted to do and learn so much, and in some capacity, I've accomplished a portion of it. I don't think I'll ever be fulfilled in that aspect, but where I'm at now, I think I've done well, and I should be proud of it. But instead, I chastise myself that I could have done more, or be more. Self-love is also admitting hard truths, not lying to yourself. Nothing good comes from it, only a desire that you never lied in the first place. I lied to myself when I thought making my mother happy would make me happy. She's a force of nature. I both love and admire her, and I'm proud to be her child. But the family name means so much to her, more than I know I can understand. And today, I was wondering if I'm strong enough to forfeit my desires to bear her burden. I'm the only one who can. At this moment, I am her only hope of fulfilling her dream. Is it selfish of me to want for myself? And what about you? Any thoughts you've had today? Or did you just come to steal my bed? Only the bed. Oh, I hope it's comfortable enough for you then. Just don't spill any wine on it, or I won't give you any more. And doing what you want is the quickest way of me kicking you out. You're the one who came here, so behave. Oh, don't use your position. That's never worked. Well, against me. You fling that around everywhere. I remember the headmaster hated it. One word and I'll tell my mother. She couldn't do anything. Such a spoiled brat you were. No, I didn't hang around you. You hung around me. And I didn't mind that because you were the only interesting person there. You had intellect, and you had opinions. You spoke your mind. Perhaps a bit too much, but it made life entertaining. And you were a complex person. No, you weren't an opponent back then. There was no reason for me to think that. I only saw you as someone I wanted to know, and I'm thankful that I had the opportunity. Yes, even with how it ended. Once a suspicion is confirmed to be true, it's almost impossible to change it, especially with no evidence to prove otherwise. Only a hope of faith. But what's done is done. The nobles already had a foul taste of us, so they'll believe any lie if it fits their narrative. They would never believe anything we said because what they were told confirms what they thought the whole time. Even with you. So if I have to take the role of Lucky Leonis, then so be it. If we have to be the pariah nobles, then we shall, because they will turn a blind eye to our merits, and they won't acknowledge us no matter what good we do. To them, all our decisions are spawned from bad intentions. At the end of it all, we'll always be seen as lesser. Even with my grandmother's advancements, her remedy is still seen as a commoner's recipe. But there's little point yelling for change when no one cares to listen. The ones who can make change anyway. I'm sorry. I was thinking about that a little today. It's obviously still on my mind. Ugh. Do you want to see what I bought today? I left it on the balcony. Hold on. Ugh, excuse me. I decided to buy myself a new sketchbook. My latest one is running out, and I found a merchant whose leatherwork is masterful. I don't know her methods, but it caught my eye immediately. How many have I gone through in my life? Several. But I can never have too many. What do you do? I said no! Yes, this book was from Astron. I think it was one of my first sketchbooks that I used there. It says 1051, right? How old were we? 14? Look at how I drew that building. No dimension whatsoever. And I thought this was good at the time. Can I have it back now? Well, it is private. It's like my visual journal. Myris, give me the sketchbook, please. Oh, you're so stubborn. Give me the bloody book. Come on. Give it to me. Give me the book. I don't care if this building is yours. Give me the book. You weren't supposed to see that. That sketch was done one of the first times you fell asleep under our tree. I remember the lighting through the leaves. It was perfect. The shadows, the placement on your face. It was good practice. Can I have it back? Oh, my ears. I think I lost count of how many times I drew you. Well, you were there to sketch a subject for me to draw. Yes, I remember that pen too. I think you lost it, right? Or thought someone had stolen it. Your profile was too good not to sketch. I know you loved that pen. Okay, that's enough of that. Well, I'm not going to show you anymore. I'm not embarrassed. You just don't understand the meaning of privacy. No one is meant to see these. Most of all, you. You always caught my eye. In the same way a sailing ship does. Or a flower pattern. Or a sunset. Anyway, even though I have every right to not do this, considering the stunt you just pulled, here. I was going to give you this the next time I saw you, but now seems apt. I came across a crafter who makes beautiful pens, and I was looking through the sketchbook this morning and was reminded of it. So I bought one that resembled your pen the most. I know it's probably not as expensive as the one you had before, and the engravings are a little different, but I imagine it will do the job just as well. Oh, you're welcome. It's been a while since I shopped for gifts and enjoyed it. What? Do you not like it? You can be honest. I can go back tomorrow and exchange it for another one. Well, what is it? Something's bothering you. I can tell. What? Sorry for what? I don't understand. The way you worded that concerns me, but I promise to not tell my mother. What happened? What? How was your mother behind the letter? Why? I see. But to go through such lengths? Just because she thought I'd take you away from her. Perhaps she was seeing what happened to your brother all over again. In a different way. No, I'm not defending her. But at the same time, I'm not surprised. Oddly enough, I'm not angry. I've already spent my anger on it back then. I knew it was someone who wanted to get between the both of us. And now knowing that it was your mother, it makes the most sense. I am the leech, after all, taking a child from the queen. It's okay. Many people believe it, and I know many call my family that when we're not around. And with what you were presented with, it's understandable for you to think that way given what people say about us anyway. I suppose I had faith that the time we spent together, you knew me enough to realize I would never do that. I had never once thought to take your power for my own. The most I wanted to take was your attention. The simple tease or prod at your prowess, and I had it. It's so stupid. It was. My mother warned me about what could happen if I got close to you, and I didn't listen. Now look at us. Are you okay? Well, I'm sure it came as a shock to you. Why would I not be worried? Despite everything that's happened, I've always cared for you. Those 8 years lessened it, of course, but I'd always hear about you. And there were a few moments when I thought I could live life not seeing you ever again. But I didn't want your last thought of me to be betrayal, and that I was capable of it. And yet, there was never an opportunity for me to defend myself. But let's be honest, even if there was, no one would have believed me. And then, when I saw you again, everything I felt in that last year of Astron came flooding back to the point where I was numb. And I felt like a scorned boy. I wanted to feel nothing for you. Instead, I felt everything. And I didn't know what to do with it. So, I am sorry as well. I'm better than that. I'm better at not holding grudges. But when it comes to you, my mind just... I can't think properly, and it frustrates me. Really? You're the same with me. A pair of fools we are. A pair of friends. You know, associating with me will give you a bad reputation. Ha! Really? But I'd love to see you beat them up in my honor. How scandalous that would be. The nobles wouldn't dare speak against us. Or not in public, anyway. But we're both used to the whispers, so wouldn't make much difference. What's one more rumor? I need to be okay with that. The moment I was born, my decisions and how I lived my life would be disseminated and bastardized. They'll talk about what I do, where I go, how I spend my money, who I talk to, who I bed. None of it is their business. Just because my life doesn't adhere to their ways doesn't mean I'm not living the right way. I'm living my way. So they can spin whatever tales. I can bear it as long as I know my truth. And the people important to me know it as well. The rest doesn't matter. That's why I'm not that saddened about the letter. Because now you know it wasn't me. The rest of the world can think what they want, but as long as you know, I can live happily. That was the only thing I regretted not fighting harder for. I think I gave up too quickly on something I know I didn't want to be without. You. I've known you for, what, 15 years? And in all that time, in some way or another, you've been a thorn in my side. Yes, you insulted me, berated me, harassed me, and at times, just thinking about you was painful. But strangely, you've also been the only person I've ever felt truly comfortable around. I don't have to watch my tongue. I don't have to perform. I could be myself for once in my life. I wanted to be like that with my partners. I don't know whether or not it was me being paranoid, but I had a feeling that the majority of them wanted my name only. They tossed the word love around too quickly. And for me, it takes time because who I want to be with, I want to make sure I choose correctly. Then I'll allow myself to fall. But they were long gone before I could even try. In the end, I gave up on that too. When I lost you, I realized how important true companionship was. Because I missed it. I missed you. Despite it all. Yes, I missed you. Nothing. You should put that pen away before you lose it again. It doesn't matter what I was going to say, it's not important. I'm not keeping anything from... What? Remember the promise you don't follow. I'm sorry that your mother already lied to you. I don't know how to say it. It'll change everything. And I hate that it's taken me this long to figure it out. Or maybe I already knew, but denied it at every turn. Why is this so bloody difficult? God, give me one moment. It's now or never. I think I like you. I know you must be thinking it's some sort of joke. I wish it was too. But I don't know what else it could be. None of my partners, none of them, have ever made me feel the way you do. I can't talk to them. I can't tease them. And I have to skirt around conversations so they don't think, as an Athalin, I'm better or I'm someone to fear. With you, there's no way you'll fear me. I doubt that thought has ever crossed your mind, so I don't have to worry. And I can be me. And when you almost died fighting the Spindling, was faced with the possibility of losing you forever, and I couldn't bear the thought of it. I've been fine with my partners leaving, and for the 8 years we were apart, I thought I was okay with that too. But you were the one who told me to keep my distance. And I distanced myself from both you and from what I felt until I forgot it. I've been searching for that feeling again. And no one has come close to this feeling. How I feel right now, no one. So, the most logical explanation, knowing that I never loved any of my partners, it must mean that I've had too much to drink. What? Stop looking at me like that. I promise to be honest, and that's me being honest, okay? At least blink. Say something like you usually do. Some quip. Something. If you don't know what to say, then I don't know either. I suppose I've said just about everything, haven't I? Eva is strong tonight. Yes, or the wine. You'll blame the wine on what? You don't have to blame the wine for this. It's not the first time my shoulder has been a perch for your head. Though it has been a while. What? You also missed it. The only unfortunate thing about missing it is that it took this long to feel it again. It makes now more special. And you've always been special to me, in some way. I don't know if we should. Yes, Eva knows I do. But this is... Your mother would kill me. But I won't unless you allow me. And if you don't, I'll move back and I won't mention it ever again. Because I would never force my feelings onto you, even if they're too much for me. This I'll learn to bear. I might be strong enough for that, but not enough to let go with the way you're looking at me. Unless you tell me. Don't string me along. Tell me to let go, my Iris. Tell me now. If you think you don't want to, then lose yourself in me. Eva knows I've already lost. You taste of wine. I know I do too. I'm sorry for staring. You're annoyingly beautiful. Don't roll your eyes. You've known. I've told you plenty of times. I'd never joke about your beauty. You've always been my type. Though, thinking back now, I wonder if you were the blueprint of my type. Because my chest is tighter than it should be. Yet all I'm thinking about right now is wanting to kiss you again. As you command, my Iris. I feel like this is 8 years past its due date. I know you doubted me then from all the things you'd heard, but you don't understand how happy it makes me knowing that you don't doubt me anymore. I know I said I was used to it, but I desperately wanted you to believe in me. And I know why now, but I fear I figured it out too late because of what will happen after the trials are over. Okay, let's not think about the trials right now then. I'd much rather think about you. Not unusual for me. Would you like me to update your portrait? I haven't drawn you in years. I think this is the perfect time for another. Unless you want to return to your mother. Okay, stay as long as you like then. Let me prepare my things. I'm eager because I don't want that flustered look of yours to dwindle. It's the first time I'm seeing it, and I want it captured. Well, if it goes before I start, then I'll just have to kiss you again. Wow. And that's all it takes now that you know how my lips feel. Oh, it's the wine, is it? Okay, I'll allow you to blame the wine. Only for this. I think the lighting looks good on you right now, so stay where you are. I'll set up here. I don't want you to do anything but get comfortable. Oh, actually, if you'd like, you can look through my old sketchbook. Have that on your lap and lean against the headboard. Yes, perfect. Okay, I'm ready. I'm trying to move as little as possible, but you can flick through. Yes, just like that.